never build with a man ever if you have any type of self-esteem. If you're already building with a man, slowly start pulling out, stop paying this, stop paying that, fake lose your job, take some vacation days, pretend like you lost your job, and see if he's going to kick in and do his manly duty. If not, you know who you are, the Bob the Builder chick. Okay. Some men base their relationship only if you are able to pay some money and provide. If you can't provide, they don't want you. You kick to the curb quickly. That means you're not their type. They wouldn't do anything for you. You're not the love of their life. You're just their Bob the Builder who's going to get them to the type of woman that they truly want. So just take a realistic look at yourself. Don't overreact emotionally if this is you. Start making your plan. Don't overreact. Don't even say nothing. Start executing your plan to get out of it, to start paying anything and see if he's going to kick in. Have your little savings, whatever, so that if he decides he doesn't want to be with you because you're not going to help him be a man, then you need to go ahead and leave and be a full woman by yourself and let him learn how to finish being a man. Okay? So I don't care what any dusty man says. Any dude who asks you to build is not fully mature enough to even have a woman. Okay? So stop accepting it, and it will stop being asked of you in general. Stop expecting it or accepting it, and it will stop being asked.
So I've been married and divorced 3 times. And I'm going to share something with you regarding building your spouse or your partner up. If your spouse, your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever is not adding value to your life, if they're not sowing time, energy, and money into you, you should go through it.
Who's to say once he get his act together, he gonna choose you? You the girl he got when he ain't had, when his life wasn't in order, when he wasn't a perfect catch, when he was a bottom of the barrel. Who's to say once he upgrades his life, he gonna think you is the person that deserve his upgraded self? You keep thinking these men that you accepting at they worst, at they best gonna want you. No, you the girl that he found that was able to put up with his while he was at the lowest. Watch him take all those lessons, all those upgrades, all those improvements he made while he was with you and take it to another person. Y'all keep waiting for these ifs, ands, and maybes when you can have a quality man now. Anytime somebody tell you they ain't ready, listen.
You can't get over him because you feel like he owes you something because you built with him and he never fulfilled promises. So it's not him you can't get over. It's the promises that he made. You understand? The things that fooled you. It's the things that came out of his mouth that fooled you into thinking that he was going to give you something. Now you're sitting there feeling like you can't get over him when it's what he did and what he promised that you have not received yet. So you're leaving with less than you probably thought you were going to have, or you're leaving feeling like you're missing something. What you're missing is all those things that he lied about, that he never delivered. So it's not him you miss, it's just the false promises that you never got. You know, so think of it like that. It ain't him, it's what you never got. It's you feel ripped off, basically. You feel ripped off. And being ripped off, you will be confused with missing that person, but you're really just upset because he didn't do what he was supposed to do. Okay, so that's how you can get over him. Just stop associating him with your feeling of he owes you something. He don't owe you anything. A promise can be broken. You know what I'm saying? You should have never been building with him in the first place. He's a man. He's a grown man. He wasn't handicapped, was he? Then you shouldn't have been building with him. You should have been out there with the hard hat on and a hammer singing Bob the Builder with him. You should have been doing that. You should have been getting your nails done, sitting at home, raising kids, shopping, watching me, whatever. You shouldn't have been out there raising him up so he could leave you. And I tell this to every woman who argues with me about being a bother builder chick. Y'all think that it's going to pay off, but it never does. Not really. And if you say Michelle Obama one more time, I'm going to tell you Princeton. I'm going to tell you presidency. I'm going to tell you book deal. I'm going to tell you she already peeped him and that he was going to have money. Okay? You graduate from Harvard or Princeton or wherever you went to, you're going to have some money, period, point blank. Okay.
Men never picked a woman that did so much for them. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you didn't build this man up, help him with his resume, help him get a job, help him build a business, help him flip his money, help him when he didn't have no credit, help him raise his children on some you wasn't nobody before I met you type of thing, thinking that you're going to get a return on your investment or somehow this man's going to be indebted to you and do right by you because you helped him with all his he's not. Okay, this is the same man that will go and find a woman who's not doing half of the things that you're doing and give her the sun, the moon, and the stars because she makes him feel like a man. It's just what it is. He didn't ask you to do all of that. And do you think he want to look at you and think like, oh, this woman helped me build my life? He's not your child, right? It just never works out like that. So do me a favor and save your time, your money, okay, and all of your energy because it just never rolls around like that, baby. Either he's going to be like, thank you, peace out, or he's going to be like, I didn't ask you to do all of that. I didn't ask you to do all of that. It is going to be a conflict of interest. So you choose.
You invest in a man and you help build a man, it's harder for the man to just take off and leave.
Says the man who cheated on his ex-wife with his current wife. Says the man who used and abused his ex-wife when he was broke and didn't have a pot to piss in. She held him down. Whole time he was cheating on his ex-wife with his current wife. So right now his current wife, who was his former mistress, didn't have to lift a finger to help him build shit. His current wife slid in right in time as his career was skyrocketing and his pockets were fattening. His current wife is enjoying the fruits of his labor. He dogged the fuck out of his ex-wife, the woman that helped him when he had no money in his pockets. This advice he's giving to women is purely hypocritical of him. I digress.
Having to build with someone always constantly is like, you're always keeping tabs, chit for tat. Like, oh, well, I pay for this, or you need to pay for that, or I pay for this, or I did that. It's always going to be something thrown back up in the face and keeping tabs and whatnot. So you're going to argue more about money, even if you're building with each other. And then if you do separate or get a divorce, you're going to be like, well, I did this and I did that. Without this, you couldn't do this. And there's going to be a lot of emotional tearing down and putting down. And that's why a lot of women lose their self-esteem when they build with a man, because they built and got very little from it while the man got more. Because naturally, when you see a couple and you see someone that has a really nice lifestyle, you automatically think that's all the man. No one ever really gives a woman the credit unless they really know. Like when they see a man pull up the front of his house in a nice car, like, oh, he's got money. Not, oh, his wife must be rich, or his wife must have money, or his wife must have helped him build this. Men get most of the credit for the lifestyle that you built. That's why he ends up usually taking that credit and using it to find or, fund other people's life, or find a younger woman and leave you and sell the house, split it. You get to live in a house half the value as the one that you built. So you need to start thinking, stop building with these men and start getting this money and have them build for you. That's it. So let's, for example, let's say like you don't help a man build. He's a provider and it's time for divorce. You gonna get half the house that you never built or paid for, or the whole house. You're going to benefit. You see what I'm saying? But if you build the house, you're going to have to downsize unless your money is increased enough. And then, whatever. But what I'm saying is you're going to lose instead of gain. So provider, like women who build usually lose in divorce rather than gain. And that's all. So you need to think about that too. Even if you plan on never getting divorced, that's fine. But at the same time, you also need to realize that you're making him look good to the next woman and not the other way around. you're not looking good to the next man because you're tired from working and building up your man to look good for other women, and you're taking care of the house that y'all built, trying to pay these bills, trying to make sure you don't get sick because you can't afford to take off because you got to pay half these bills and stuff like that. You're going to age yourself prematurely compared to this man who's working half as much as he should to be providing, 100% for you, or at least 99%. So you're under undue stress trying to raise family, have kids, and worry about if your man is flexing with your money somewhere, driving a car he can't afford, pulling up to a house he can't afford by himself. Why are you doing this, ladies? Don't live like that. I don't know why. I think people are such, I think they're so much smarter than this, but they just want to look like they have more than what they have. Do you really have that if you don't have it alone? And, are you able to start your own business if you want to, or are you stuck in a rotation of jobs because you have to pay bills on time? You don't have the time to go out and be creative and start your own business if you want to, or whatever, because you can't take time off because you're building with a man. Your life's supposed to get easier when you get married, not harder. Y'all keep forgetting. If your life got harder when you got married, you married wrong. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
The more you do for a man, the more he will resent you. When they are down and you try to lift them up, he will resent you for it because he sees you as above him. They will envy you for doing for them what they couldn't do for themselves. This is why you don't build no man. Women have lost their lives, literally, trying to hold a man down and build him and give him some confidence, some money, somewhere to stay, a car to drive. Women have lost their lives. So women, stay in your femininity. Just exist. Don't build him. Because when he reaches his full potential, when he reaches his prime years, his 40s, his 50s, or whenever he come into a significant amount of money, if he win a lottery, baby, he going for his dream girl. I was watching a show a couple weeks back where this woman played the lottery. She was married. She played the lottery, I think won $20 million. She split the lottery ticket with her husband. You know what he did? He left her for a younger woman. And you know what that younger woman ended up doing? He actually ended up sleeping with her sister. This man was disloyal, totally corrupt. He ended up sleeping with her sister, and her boyfriend unalived him. This is a true story. But before the money, he was a hard worker at a postal service, a mailman, a faithful man. But when money came into the picture, it changed him. And that's the reason why a lot of men are still in their woman life, is because they haven't touched their prime years. They haven't touched some money yet. But you will see. And even the lady, the wife who wanted the lottery, she said, I wish I would have never won because I lost my husband. It destroyed my marriage. I didn't know he was going to change. So here she is. She done won 20 million. And she wanted her marriage, her husband, but he didn't want her no more. He felt like he could do better than her. And it cost him his life. And so this is why I tell women, don't build him. If his life ain't together, that should be an automatic turnoff. If he try to come into your life, why is he searching for love? A lot of people not looking for love, they're looking for help. So if his money ain't right, what could he possibly want out of you? Like, what's the motive? He wants you to build him up for the next woman? Why he done took your best years, your prime years. He done took that away from you because you was building him. In your 20s and 30s, you building him. But baby, when he get to his prime, he going for the woman who stayed in her femininity. The woman who prioritized beauty and fitness. The woman who put herself first, who loved herself. Come on now. Self-love will save you every time. If you tap into that self-love, you will be able to walk away. Oh, this don't serve me. Hold on. I'm not benefiting in this relationship. I'm pouring out. Where's the reciprocity? I'm pouring into you. Where's my return? I'm not getting it. I'm out. I wish you the best. But y'all wait until kids are involved, years are invested, hearts are shattered and broken, then you leave. And then you're broken. And it's going to take you a while for your healing because you didn't leave when this man was using you. You got to leave early. You can't stay. You can't give him no child. My longest relationship I ever been in was 13 months. Literally, 13 months. Not 13 years. Now, I was a fool. I ain't finna sit up here and act like, no, I was a fool. I was lost. But that was 13 months. The longest. And God pulled me up at that thing. So, you can't be giving these men years of your life. Because you can't get that back. You can get money back. But time, you can never get that back. So make sure when you see the red flag, you out of there. Come on, y'all, comment below. I'm loving myself. Let's make this a movement as women. Let's raise the bar on who have access to us. All right, I love y'all.
You should not date a man that is watching you struggle and not adding no value to your life. Because believe it or not, you're sitting there thinking you're building him up to be the man that you want. But the moment you build him up, he's going to take all that effort and energy you put into him and go be a man for another woman. See, a lot of women are scared of being alone. This is why it's important to really heal yourself and become the best version of yourself. Because when you are the best version of yourself, you're not scared to be alone and you're not going to settle for less. And of course, you're going to have to pick your baggage according to your size because there's no man that's perfect. And although we know that there is no perfect man, that doesn't mean you should settle for the nightmare. You know one thing about me? I tell you anything, but I never tell you a lie. I'm going to get some women mad with this statement. But the way you dress is the reason why you keep only attracting men that want one-night stands. You need to dress how you want to be addressed. It's that simple. That's the truth. If you're exposing your body all the time on social media, you cannot be mad at the men that are coming to you asking you what's your price or this and that. You can't be mad that you're not getting serious relationships. Yes, all men want.
A lot of you ladies want to know whether you should build with a man or not. I would say absolutely not, particularly the last 3 generations. I would not spend the prime of your life building with a guy because men aren't worth your time anymore in regards of building anything with them. Don't build a goddamn thing. Go out your own, find a man that is built already. That's why I always recommend going out with men that are older or much older, that have built success, that has a history of success. And you just hang on to his rope and go along and you build yourself up with this man. This guy will be more of a leader for you and you'll be able to learn a lot of stuff from him, or you can learn together. Again, 2 people should come together to complement each other, not complete each other, complement. Now, this is generally for you ladies in the dating up to about 30, 35 years old, in the prime of your life physically. Now, you don't want to waste the prime of your life, meaning that the prime of your beauty. Beauty is your greatest asset. And we can all attest to that. Secondary would be, of course, your achievements, ladies. But, of course, men focus on beauty. And this is for the male-female genders, this video, particular video. So I would not invest your time into building with a guy.